welcome back to the Martian. We're here on day 212 and we are a bit in a storm. It's a bit windy here on Mars. Still trying to terraform Mars. And it's going a bit too well. So we have the problem that we added a bit too much CO2 to the atmosphere by burning coal. So we're at 98.8 moles. Now this will reduce over time, and yeah, I made an adjustment to the Terraformer mod that I'm using, and that's actually causing some problems, so it will delete CO2 over time, but currently that's fine. So once it reaches like 85 moles or something, I will restore the mod to its original version, which is without CO2 multiplier going on, so that we split things up a bit. But yeah, once we reach that value, I will reset it to its default. We will stop messing around with additional CO2, and then things should work. Then we should have correct atmosphere to grow plants, because that's the terraforming bit that I'm talking about. Oh, that was the storm already. Nice. So we have a bunch of plants growing outside as we speak. They are a little bit damaged. Is that due to the storm? Or due to high temperature? I'm not sure. They seem to recover up quickly, actually. So they're not too happy, but they're also not dying yet. There is one here. I think they are still fine. Bit unhappy, but fine. This is not pretty yet. We should come up with some prettier solution at some point, but for now it's fine. Right, so CO2 is dropping slowly. So what we'll do is we'll work a little bit on our base, because it's ugly as hell. So we will work a bit on plating and stuff. Like here, and every now and then we'll run outside to see if we can finalize this terraforming project. Get the last bit going, which is what I just talked about, that we fix the atmosphere in the correct value and reset the mod. And at that point, plants will actually be adding O2 to the atmosphere, so it will be interesting to see what that will do. So it's large panel, the thing that we want. What was it, the other thing? Grid or something? Yeah, I want a few of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want panels. That's not what they're called. On the flat wall kit, I think we have some over here actually. Just one. Yeah, it's those. Right. So we want those to be in the middle, because I think that's cool. And then we want the flat wall kits. A few more of those, please. We got a bunch of chickens over there, and they ate our plant. So we had a wheat plant over there, which was finished growing, so it had like 5 grain in store, and the chicken can devour those in one go apparently. So that's a bit brutal. So imagine the number of plants we should grow outside in order to prevent the chickens from eating everything. Alright, let's check the temperature at night actually. Shut this off for a moment. So CO2 is slowly dropping. It's now 97. Oh, now it's quickly dropping actually. Not sure what's causing that. And temperature is also dropping. Now, last time I didn't pay attention to which temperature we will reach. I think it is like just above 0 or something. So maybe this indicates that CO2 is like adjusting only during night or something. I don't know what's going on with this mod. I don't understand the mod. That's the main problem. It's my lack of knowledge. The temperature is dropping rather rapidly, so we might still get below 0. So this is important because this is our new planet then. This is what we achieved. So whatever value we will hit, that's the thing we should remember. What do you think? Will we get below 0? So actually with like 100 molars of CO2, during the day we'll reach 65 degrees. So that's a bit much. It's not great, so we don't want that. So I think like the magic number is somewhere between 85 and 90, maybe just 85. So that's what we're aiming for. If we reach just 0 degrees, then I will be amazed. Nah, it looks like we're diving under 0. It's still rapidly reducing. Although, no, we will. Alright. So we still have some frost going on at night, but that's perfectly fine. Alright, but we should keep an eye out on CO2 because it's changing rapidly as well. So I guess somewhere tomorrow during the day we can reset the mod and fix our atmosphere, and from there on see what the plans will achieve and see if it's possible to have chickens roaming on Mars. That would be very much fun. I think this is it. We reach like just -1 during the night and that's it. Because we're climbing again, the temperature I mean. Nice. So actually inside, now it's still warmer here. We'll take these panels. I think we got a bunch more, right? And we should take some steel plating. Let's finalize this inside bit. It was on my to-do list for a long time, but there were more interesting things going on at that point. They're pushing each other out of the way. Alright, let's also give them their extra bit of green. They're rapidly eating all the food. Oh no, there's still a stack of 30. Let's actually be nice to them and put it there or something. 4 chickens. How did they get 4 this quickly? So someone laid an egg and it immediately hatched or something. Ah, because our temperature is suffering, so we should in a bit increase the number of radiators before chickens get out of hand completely. It will get out of hand. I've heard stories from early stages of the game where there was explosions of chickens. Breeding like rabbits. Right. It will actually hide the computer chip. I didn't know that. Just curious if we would do that. Oh no, we're missing just one. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, let's fix that right now, because I will forget, and then we have chicken explosion. It will actually be a problem already to feed 4 chickens. I'm not sure we can do that currently. So we have some radiators here. I think we will install at least 5 of them. So this is a passive, well, more or less passive cooling system, which will use the outside temperature. Currently at 11 degrees. To vent the base and try and cool down a little bit. But of course, that will get more and more difficult, especially when during the day it will reach 60 degrees. So it will be a challenge. Right, I think this will be for now. So it will be a challenge to heat the base now. So that's why you see it's a bit struggling. Because the glass light, right? The glass windows, they cause the base to heat up during the day, and the cooling system should get rid of it, but it's struggling. Alright, so now the temperature is at least dropping. I think we set it to a temperature where chickens won't hatch, and that could be a bit crucial now, because if these start laying eggs all together, then we are in a bit of trouble. Although I guess I could technically kill them, right? Alright, well, we're below 37 degrees, so I think it's alright. Also, we should be very careful at leaving doors open. Actually, we should drink something and go there. Because the moment the chickens will rush into this bit, they will just eat all the plants in one go. And they're fast. The thing that's helping us is that actually the chickens are in the way of each other. So they're pushing each other out of the way all the time. But yeah, we shouldn't leave doors open anymore. That's something of the past. Cannot afford that. We should also do some harvesting. Question is, how will we get those chickens out of here? I guess we could just break open a window. Alright, so this chicken fodder. Close the door. Muy importante. And then we could try to harvest a bit more weed. I don't see why we shouldn't. This is also for chickens actually. Alright, close the door. And we'll take our suit here for a bit. Nice, almost broke through the glass. So we'll create a little array of wheat again. We'll create a backup of those bits of grain that have the right genetic properties to grow on Mars. I like this pull of war with chickens. Now what's the game where you pull rope? Tug of war, that's it. Alright, so you will be replanted. Probably goes a bit fast for you to follow, so I should do it bits more slowly again. So So this is minus 30 degrees and 10 kilopascals, so that's like the bare minimum that they can take. It's quite good. Because at night, well, it won't reach minus 30 anymore, right? So actually at this point it doesn't really matter what we'll do. But well. So this might actually be better. We predicted that we were able to increase the atmosphere just by a little bit. Increase the temperature at night. But it turns out that it was a rather successful experiment. Yeah, I think we'll just blend all of these. It's fine. This is our backup strain. Put on our pants again, our suit, and go outside. So we give this to Bob and his mates. These are just chickens, but one of them is Bob. And eat, that's what we should do. 40 degrees in here, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So we will also install the last radiator bits. Because this is getting out of hand before we boil our chickens. And our plants actually, they're also not able to grow at this heat. So we generate less food and we will create a problem with our chickens. So let's see, it's... Wait, is this it? Yeah. That's the downside of playing with your atmosphere, that the rules change. Alright, maximum cooling. And we'll check the temperature during the day. 56. I think that's decent. No, it's still climbing. Does the CO2 drop too? No, that's not correct. It's not 46, it's double that, I guess. 90. Alright, so we should be careful now because it will get to the value that we're aiming for. 57. I think we're almost at the stage... Yeah, that's it actually, that's the max temperature. I think that's pretty decent. So if we go like 88 molars of CO2, then we stop the process, I think. So let's plant all of these, see which ones will survive through means of natural selection. Oh, there's already something growing there. Don't like the atmosphere though. They're sort of growing. And they will never fruit. The game warns us. We'll see about that game, if it will never fruit. Alright, so I think we have plants everywhere then. Yep. Now what we might do, to make things even uglier. So this is all the hydroponic trays, which at some point switch to nothing, and that means there's a junction, so we might just point that up. Like so, so we know that that's there. Reference point. Because we have like hydroponic tray over there, gap, and a tray again. So then we want a gap, and then here we want to create a junction to both left and right, and we'll create another row. We go gap and junction. should be more or less like that. Check the atmosphere once more. It's not that rapidly reducing the CO2. Alright, well, we can leave this open, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Stop laying eggs, you guys. 46 degrees in the base. Great. We'll stay out of that. Also, we'll make one steel sheet. So we can finalize our base floor. That's for there. And we'll take a bunch of hydroponic trays. I think we will leave the plant analyzer here for now. Don't really need that. Just checking the battery there. So now actually we are, what's this? There's some weird error in game. So now we're reaching a CO2 of 88. So it's reducing. Should keep an eye on that. So this should tell me whether or not it's connected, and it does. So there's a space and there's the next one. So that's working. And there is hydroponics tray until this line, right? Yeah. So we go like so. I think this will be pretty, but who knows. It will be clear when the wheat starts growing if this is the setup that we want to go for or not. Alright, so we already have one there. And we can go to the left as well. One more. And here it's like this is the final bit, so it's just before that line. Alright. That should work. Now these will grow a bit less because they don't have the grow light. But I think they still survive. It's not like they will die, right? Depending on the minimum values and stuff like that. We actually want to check that. So let's stand on a higher bit of surface to check the true value. 88.4. Temperature is dropping. So let's see what that will do at night. What's the chicken massacre looking like? Still 4 of them, right? Yeah. I can watch this all day. No, probably not, but it is fun. So I think the temperature will now reach like -5 or something, which is absolutely fine. And then during the day, I guess it's gonna be 55 degrees, which is also fine. It's a bit hot, but I don't think it's, oh god, there we go. I don't think it's too bad. That egg should be removed in a bit, but I won't be distracted from my temperature monitoring. Watch it grow a chick right now. Just to tease me, all of a sudden the growth rate has accelerated by factor 10 or something. Alright, so CO2 is more or less stable. It's still dropping slowly, but it's not going as fast as the temperature is dropping. Yeah, I think -5 will be the thing that we will see. So there's some people, they starve their chickens so that they won't lay as many eggs. Which I think I understand why that's important. Checking out what's currently going on in our chicken pen. Chicken coop. Alright. Getting close to 0 degrees. CO2 is increasing again, which I guess we just burned a bit of coal in our auto miner setup, which is still on at the moment. So yeah, we are below 0. And we'll see now what the minimum value will be. I'm tempted to do something else, but I know that I will forget to monitor the temperature, and we still don't have an answer. We will quickly remove this pipe because that's very ugly. I think my prediction is pretty accurate. -5 degrees, and then it should climb again. So that's so I guess that's what you want to aim for with terraforming, like 25 kilopascal, made out mainly of CO2 to create your global warming. Oh, there's another egg, great. And yeah, the CO2 reaching just close to 90 molars, a bit under. So yeah, it stops dropping, so now it should start climbing again. The temperature I'm talking about. And we're going back up. Alright, that's it. So -5 degree at night. So we could get away with getting like a little bit lower CO2, like 88 molars. So we'll aim for that. Then we restore the mod. And then we can focus on the plant bit, which we're already initiating, of course, but forget about the whole CO2 story, which we've been working on for way too long anyway. But it was fun to experiment with that, to see what terraforming might look like in the future, because it will be added to the game as it looks of now. Give me those eggs, you bastards. We won't have any more chickens. This has been going on for too long. Right. Quickly store them. I don't think they will hatch like this, right? We won't have all of a sudden chickens in the closet. Ah, the temperature is also dropping, so then they won't even be able to hatch. So do you need a minimum of 35, I guess. So they're happier as well because the temperature is finally settling. I think we're aiming for 27 degrees in here or something. So our radiator fix surely worked. Yeah, there's not much cooling going on when it all of a sudden doesn't reach -60 anymore outside. So that's a bit of a difference, and that's why things are fluctuating. Not closed. Should probably take the helmet off then. How screwed are we for food? So 12, and then another 14, and 19. We're all right. That's also lamp one. All right. It's getting daylight again, so we should be moving outside. We don't need to do anything, but I would like to do that. Food is growing, temperature should be shifting up then. In our base I mean, but also outside. Because it seems like those two are correlated for some strange reason. And let's check the atmosphere one more time. Like 89 moles, so we're heading into the right direction. Just drop it a bit more and we call it a deal. No, and it's fine. So at night it gets like -5. During the day it should get like 55 the maximum. We'll see in a bit. And these should be not too unhappy. Not growing and never fruit. Yeah, but you're just a bad strain of wheat then. Because this one is thriving. It's super happy. So what will happen is that the ones that pop up first in terms of growing, they're clearly the ones that are happy with the environment, so we will just continue selecting those and it will sort itself out essentially. It's the beauty of natural selection. Yeah, so some of them are super happy and the other ones a bit less. But it's nice that we have this variation going because it will increase our speed to create a nice, suitable strain for the environment that we created on Mars. Let's quickly walk over to the other base and see what that's doing. $89 moles. I think it's nice. So we'll check a bit what the temperature will be during the day, and then I think we got this terraform a bit sorted. So we should actually monitor the amount of oxygen in the air because they will slowly increase. Probably very slowly, but just remember the 51 number. Is that actually... No, that's not correct. So if we increase in altitude a little bit, will that number change? Yes. So is this then the actual value? I don't really know how this game works with layers of air or something, because it clearly has an effect. So that's not increasing because of our plants, right? I think this is the actual value, 245. Should probably timestamp that. This. I don't know which button I had to timestamp. Stop shifting. 2, 4, 5. Alright, I think that's the correct value. And the CO2 is in at 88.9, so it's almost ready to shut off on CO2 multiplier mod, and then things will stabilize. Because I made the mod unstable, and it was necessary for the boost of CO2, but now we can slowly shut that off. Let's not forget about the temperature though. To monitor that, there was a doom hole. I forgot about the doom hole. Should put something here to actually prevent slipping into the doom hole. Nice. Things are shut down. That's not what we want. Because it thinks that the temperature is actually a minimum of 3. That's not correct script. I think we can just shut off the script actually. It's a bit unnecessary. So I was under the impression that this would be able to on its own elevate the CO2 to the correct level. So that was what the script was supposed to do. But it's not really doing that. So yeah, let's just shut that off. or at least disarm the script. So this will slowly raise the temperature. So we will modify the script. What was our trick? We did something like this, right? We had let's see, editor, switch these out, switch that out, import script, edit. I'm looking at the correct one, right? So this is the switch of atmosphere, yeah. So we'll just put like a high number here that it will never reach. So this loop will shut the whole system off if the temperature reaches 373, which is like 100 degrees or something. So that's it's exactly 100 degrees, coincidentally. And then we can't forget about it being a problem. And the temperature is reaching 55 slowly. While the CO2 is reaching like 88 molars. Curious to see if we will reach the 60 degrees or not. Also, I'll switch this around. Which will mess up the mesh. Oh, wait. We didn't reinstall this bit. Should probably do that. 55.5, and it's still rising. But not by much. I will wait a second actually before dismantling this bit, because it will mess up the display. I think this is it. So now it will probably drop again. So it's 55, that will be the atmosphere. The max temperature. So 55 during the day, -5 during night. Which makes sense, because I think originally on Mars it's like, well, in this pre-terrain version, it's like -60 at night and during the day just above 0 or something. So it's the similar range. Yeah, we're rising around again. So I want to move you a little bit out of the way. So we have a gas sensor over there, so it's not influenced too much by this bit, I hope. That was the idea behind it. Could also point it this way, which might make more sense. Just minor details. Or just somewhere completely different location, which is also fine. We could put it here or something. Let's try that. Nice, that we should actually use the other display, so it makes more sense with the wiring. But I like the look of this one, because it's tilted, so it makes more sense in high places. Alright, let's check if we can find the gas sensor again. There you are. Alright, so you are increasing again in temperature, that's perfectly fine. I think that's it. Cool. So that's what we want. We want the 88 molars, so we can wait for it to drop a bit more. But this is it. should watch out actually that there's not too much hydrocarbon led to this bit, because then it will create a boost again. Right, so that's our global warming adventure. I think I will restore the mod then in a few minutes, and yeah, then we can focus on the plants. We got liquid pollution. Oh no, that's just a strange thing if we walk. So apparently if we walk, then things will pop up on the display. It's a strange, I think it's a bug then. Oh, I didn't watch the chickens. There's more of them? Yeah, shit, we got another chicken. Cannot leave them alone for a minute. Can we take the little chick? No, right? We cannot pick it up or something. Because otherwise we might do some chicken experimentation. No, I pressed it too soon. Alright, door is closed. Can we grab the little bastard? Where is it? No. Alright, well this will be a problem because we don't have enough food to feed that many chickens. But it's a problem for another day. It's because the temperature still gets so hot during the day. It's a bit of a problem. Chicken infestation. That's what it is. Again, jumping in the little cage. Alright, CO2 is increasing again. That is a bit strange. Well, I guess we just have some time before killing the mod. So this is quite happy actually. That's nice to see. Yep. We should probably check if we still have enough water, because I don't know how much is currently being used. We might do some water mining. So that is located downstairs. We got an ice melter. Yeah, should probably clean this up a little bit. Getting out of hand. It's a trip hazard now. Alright. We could just read it from here, I guess. So it holds 75 liters of water, is that correct? Yep. So that's fine. We could add a bit more. I think this thing holds like 100, and the pipe network we have will hold quite a bit as well. So we could definitely do a bit of mining and increase that, but it's not a problem currently. Oh, this is also ugly. Well, nobody will see. We should probably clean this up a little bit as well. Uncover the mysteries that our base holds. So this is a result of transferring the save file from one game version to another. Specifically transferring the structures. Which causes structures to be buried underground because the game doesn't care, of course, whether or not things will be placed in a mountain. So that's why it looks like this. Like a bad cave. Can we fix this bit? Or is it set to flattening or something? Yeah, it is. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I think here we could use some flattening. I like the sound it makes, very relaxing. So here we have a bit of an oxygen storage. Curious to see what that actually holds currently. Ooh, quite a lot of pressure actually. That will be a bit of a problem. Not sure what we set the maximum to, probably like 3.5 or something. But that's filling up rapidly. We might just release that into the world, because I don't have a purpose for that. And since we're terraforming Mars, it made sense to add some oxygen to it as well. So that's the result of our plans inside the base actually using the O2. And pumping CO2 inside the base, so we are already creating a lot of oxygen. And we're using it as well, of course, our Stationeers. This looks a bit prettier. It's not perfect yet, but it's not horrible. Might dig out these walls a little bit. That's better. Alright, that looks like we at least spent some effort at cleaning that up. Why is CO2 dropping this hard? Or is it just because we're... Oh no, it's actually at 88, so this is the point to stop it, to be honest. So I will briefly restore that bit. I'll be back in 2 minutes, because I have to leave the game to restore the game file. Makes sense, right? Because everything is up and running, so you cannot just replace a file and hope things will be alright. So we will briefly save the game here. I will be back in a minute after I restored the mod to its former glory. See you in a bit. Right, loading back into the game. So we see that the CO2 is now at 87.5. Oh, that's a nice moment for a battery to just give up. No, no more chickens. One moment, we have to fix that as well. Let's quickly fix our chicken pest. Can we shoot them or something? Is there can we murder them? How to get rid of the chickens? Because this will be a problem. They will kill each other by depleting our food too rapidly. Stop multiplying, you fools. Can we actually... How can we kill them? Don't look, chat. No, that's not the way to do it. How to kill a chicken. I guess we can take away the food. But then they will all starve. Yeah, this is going poorly. So what we could do is we could push one outside, but then we have a bit of a problem. Well, let's do that. Because they shouldn't actually... let's get them into the world. Outside you go. Into the airlock. So there's no weed growing there, right? No. So we just take a bit of weed. Quickly. Don't you dare! And here, chicken, chicken, chicken. It's alright, nothing bad will happen to you. Ah, what's that? A bit of grain on the ground. Here, chicken, chicken, chicken. It's nice here. Now the thing is, they will all die because we don't have enough food. The grain cannot keep up with these chickens. And the grain outside is not growing yet, so this is for sure a problem. There you go. That's the right way. I need a shovel or something. Net. There we go. You go and stay there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so normally I'm quite nice with animals, but yeah, this is not my proudest moment. So can they actually... what's the sensitivity of them? Ah, there we go. So they don't really... oh, they do care about the atmosphere. That was fast. Why is that? Because of the pollution. We might just filter out the pollution, actually. Yeah, this is a bit sad. This wasn't my intention, but at least we know that the chickens are not able to grow, to survive outside. They're asleep. It's fine. So I guess that will be our next project, is that we create a Greenpeace riot in chat. Yeah, thank you. They're sleeping, they're fine. No, but we have to make tough decisions here. Either they all die, or a few of them die. Because we're running out of food. It's the great grain famine. How are you doing anyway? Mr. How should I call you? Cot? Or Kai Stacks? I don't know. Anyway, we might just make some filtration system. Could be nice. Would be fun to try that, right? Cot. Nice. So we have a bit of a hallway here. And we could try to get rid of the pollution in the game. guess we have a leftover programmable chip that's not really doing anything, so this might not be the worst point to try to do something with that. On the other hand, I think the other base will be more suitable. Oh, it's Bob. It's the original Bob. We didn't want to kill that one. One more. Wait. Get back inside, Bob. We will save you. One moment. I made a slight error. We will save this chicken. Come on, Bob. You can make it. We took the wrong chicken. They're easy to transport this way, actually. This is the solution. We want actually another one. I think 3 chickens should... I don't know. Who cares? We can have just 1 chicken, I guess. Come on. Get out of there. 2 chickens? I think we'll go for 2 chickens. There's no way to terminate chickens, right? In this game. Come on. There's also no way to pick them up, unfortunately. That's why I'm messing around. Alright, you go there. Shoving chickens outside. Alright. Yeah, filtration system will make more sense at our other base because it's a bit more explosion proof. Yeah, they don't like this, so they will probably drop that in a bit. Go to sleep in a bit. But we did save Bob, so that's nice. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about with the food. They eat a crazy amount of food. So I'm not sure if we can even keep alive 2 chickens. So once our plants are growing outside, this is our terraformer world. So we're growing plants outside because we changed the atmosphere a little bit by using the terraforming. So what you see here is that we have, it's actually incorrect, we have like 87.5 molars of CO2 and increasing amount of O2 and quite some pressure. So I think normally we start with like 2 kilopascals, so we increased that by 15, and CO2 is normally, I forgot, was it 6.8? Something with 8. I don't remember. But we increased the CO2 massively by some cool deep miner setup at the other base and by tweaking the mod a bit so it's more sensitive to change as well. And now we're able to grow plants outside. Although it says it's not growing, but it's a lie. Clearly we see it's growing. Just not during the day when there's a bit too much warmth. So we might also... Do we have like empty spots? Maybe a few. Yeah, this is a plant slot. We might just plant some normal grain as well. So that we have more genetic variation going on and more chance of actually achieving something that we want, which is growing plants. Now all of a sudden they are surviving. So what was the problem previously? There is still pollution in here, right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong ones. These are clearly not surviving. Can we get you out of here? Oh, it will disappear over time. But I want to go inside, so how to do this? I guess we won't go inside. Well, we have 2 things that we need to do. First, we might want to reduce the pollution from the atmosphere, because I think that might be the reason why chickens are dying, or it might be the lack of oxygen. Yeah, I don't know, the game doesn't really tell you. Do you know, Cod, what kind of pollution value the chickens are able to handle? Cannot find it on the wiki either. But yeah, let's first get some oxygen into the air. That will be fun. No, you also don't know. Not many people are playing around with chickens because their application is quite limited. By valve, we want one of those, and we want a cow, coal. And maybe you want a bit of pipe as well. Are you currently playing Stationeers? Or are you considering buying the game, or what's your relation with Stationeers? So yeah, we should definitely get rid of some of this. They consume O2 and produce CO2 2 to 1. Ah, right. Yeah, but I don't know how much O2 they need. So is the lack of O2 in the atmosphere the reason why they're sort of dying? Not really, of course, but sort of. Or is it because it's because there's pollution in the air? Yeah, so we don't want oxygen here. So what happens if I switch open the valve? Will I get blown away? Maybe. I guess not. That's very slow actually at releasing gas. Huh. Guess there's quite some volume in there, so it makes sense. So should we see our CO2 rising now? O2. We should, but we don't. So is it because this is glitched into the wall? I think that's the reason. It's not really acting as a vent. So we will dig out this a bit more. And we might see a difference then. Clipped into the wall was actually the word I was looking for. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. So we can see oxygen increasing. Let's actually try this. We'll find out right away. Because if we increase the O2 in here... Are our chickens still there actually? Sort of. They're... Right, so we should hurry a little bit. Yeah, so we should leave that open. Chicken experimentation going on. So we open this. We should fill up this room with O2. Also upstairs, I think we can just leave this open. We don't really care about this bit. It's not going fast enough. Destroyed. Alright, so let's quickly save this chicken. It's hungry as well. Right. You can make a chicken. No! We need you for our experiment. There we go. Eat! Ah, you made it. Alright, but don't escape actually. We got 1 chicken for experimentation. We might grab another one. So don't leave. This is going to be tricky actually. So we could quickly grab some wheat from here. If the chicken sees this, he will go mental. As long as he is hungry actually, so at this moment it shouldn't be a problem. So this is what we need to keep the other chickens alive. But they eat so much food. Alright, that's fine. I've got a new chicken in the making. We will split this and keep some in our pocket. Although chickens are notorious for accessing that as well, so we will store it. So Bob is still damaged, so we take the other chicken. Did I smash the egg? Yeah, I did. I walked over it. Shouldn't do that. Right, so we separate. We'll experiment on you, chicken. To see if you can survive the outside now that there's oxygen. Because there is 6%. Is that fine for you? Doesn't seem to be bothered. So if we shut off this bit, oh no, it is bothered. Alright. But is that because of the lack of O2 or because of the pollution? That's the big question. So we could... Well, let's leave this as it is. Let's quickly build a filtration unit. So we shove the chickens inside. So just take an egg, put it into the fridge. Yeah, I know, we have some eggs in the fridge, so we actually have too many chickens. But I'm not always around to check. I'm not always around to check if there are new eggs, so I was away for a bit. And then we checked the state of our chickens and all of a sudden there were millions. I lost one. Huh. I guess that one was too damaged then. Alright, so we will... yeah, so we have some here actually, not in the fridge, but we have a fridge downstairs. Actually, I might transfer one to the fridge indeed. Or two, because it would be good to have a backup. Alright, and we'll lure you over here with some food. You go move over there, boy. Come on. Well, it will do so in a bit when it's hungry, I hope. Right, I was thinking we can make like a filtration unit, just like a temporal setup. Take out the pollution and try again, to see if the O2 is the problem or the pollution. Then we know. Ah, we got a smart bot that figured out a way how to avoid getting flagged. Very smart. Alright. Can you please move out of the way? No, it found a way to be annoying. In that case, we'll swap out a battery. And I don't know how to get this chicken out of the way. It seems to be a bit stuck. I wish there was a way to kind of pick up chickens. There is one way actually to do it, just to toss things at them, I remember. There we go. Ah, we made you move. Expert in chicken mobility. But yeah, are you playing Stationeers at the moment, Cot? Atmospherics. We need more copper and iron, it was, right? Yeah. Do we have copper? Yes. Don't have much iron. So we will smelt some. Quickly, precious CO2. I mean O2 actually. Smelt this into volatiles. How did we do that? I'm not sure how we managed to do that. Huh. I guess we had too much pressure. That's fine. It's kind that the game allowed us to fix that without blowing up. So I guess we should open this then. Probably want to fix this first before we do it again. So what is the pressure then? If all of a sudden, well, now it's 0 of course. So try again. Alright, that's better. That's our iron. So we want atmospherics kit, and we need a bunch of pipes. Do we still have some? None. And we want some passive vent, which we don't have. Alright. Dog is making weird noises. Alright, one of those, and then the pipes. So let's say we set this just around the corner. Using filtration. I guess we need 2 passive vents. So one on the inside and one on the outside. And a bunch of pipes. So we will try to filter out the pollution and see if the chickens like that. This should go outside, but we'll do that in a bit. Alright, so we'll arrange it like so. And then the filtered bit should go just on the inside. but the unfiltered, no, the other way around, the filtered will go outside. So we can do that maybe a bit prettier. And then this should loop back to itself, I think. So let's see what's actually going on underneath this plate. And also I should store the eggs in the fridge actually. So this is our fridge. You can see some delicious eggs in there. And move you back. So we got some backup chickens. That is working out just fine. We'll just ditch this outside. Meanwhile, I realized that we messed up all of the O2 in here, so that's a bit of a problem perhaps. But still 14%, so that's not too bad. Also, I should have made use of that moment to install this. Oh god. I should then bring it with me, shouldn't I? Getting tired. Making stupid mistakes. Right, so we will move this bit. Install passive vent. Go inside. And we want to loop this back. So this is unfiltered. We will install the pollution. Oh, we made way too many. Like I said, we're making mistakes. I guess for the near future we have more than enough of these. So this is then unfiltered, so that's everything apart from pollution. And we need one more pipe, but of course we deplete it now. Or iron. What do we need again to complete the filtration unit on itself? Is that just... oh, it's also pipe, I guess. Do you still have some iron we can steal? Yeah, quite a bit actually. So we want pipe. Alright, now we will shut it off. Shut you up. And we will store some of these filters. Nice little skull icons. Guess we store one more. Then we will fix this. Which requires... oh, just the pipes. And now, oh yeah, that's it. Alright, so that actually worked. So now we will double check if this is actually doing what we think it should do. Once we connected up this bit, that's quite important. So this is a very cheesy way to take air out of this base, filter the pollution out, ditch that outside, and loop back the filtered air to the same passive vent. So a bit cheesy, but should work. Once we connected it to power, that is. Because currently we have 15% O2 here, so that's quite nice. And yeah, let's connect it and see what happens. We'll complete our chicken experiment. Apparently there is power running here actually, so that's quite neat. So this should already work. Don't really see much changing yet, but I guess it's a big room. Oh yeah, we are making a difference now. So we're not building up huge amounts of pressure in here somewhere, right? No. So that means things are going well. So we should check the number of moles, I guess, which is the first value to change. To see that at least that is dropping. It's not doing much. That's connected. Oh no, wait, 58, right? Yeah, it is changing, alright. So we'll install the steel plate back. And then we have to be patient, which is not our strong suit. Alright, so that's actually working. Quite cool. Chicken is surviving, the other chicken is also. Although it's running away from its food, so that cannot be good. Alright, we'll check in a bit how this is going. Should you be hungry here, chicken? It is. They just ran away from your food too much. So I guess your checking radius is not too great. So we'll place some here for you to find. Right, stay there. It wants to go here in a second, because this is where all the food is. Alright. So these we'll plant outside. So these are genetically selected to grow at minus 30 degrees, so very low temperature, but also low pressure. So that's why they have this strange name as well, just to label what they are. And we are currently growing those outside, so that we can start our terraforming effort. So currently that is still going fine. You still have, well, reasonable amount of food. We'll take that, thank you very much. Safely store that away so we don't have more chickens. And we will get some, we should shower actually as well, right? Get something to drink. The annoying thing is that our cooling of our base is not going too well, so you can see the temperature is still reaching 35, which is the temperature that eggs will hatch. So that's one of the things that's going wrong. Right, so we will take the suit, switch out oxygen, new battery, etc, etc. We know the drill. And then we'll check if we manage to reduce the pollution in here. Yeah, slowly. Alright, I think we'll continue here next time. So, the trial that we left off right here is that we experiment to see what the thing is that chicken needs more oxygen or less pollution, and that's something we can try change the will to. We will check on our plants actually before quitting. Right, so you can see that they're growing like this. It is quite fun, right? That they're growing through this bit of dirt. Nice. Alright, so that's it for today. That's our planned adventure. I hope next time we can see some actual wheat growing. But it's slow growing, I guess. We might sow this still. It's yeah, it's a slow process, mainly because the conditions are not optimal outside yet. But they're happy enough that they're not dying, which I guess is already quite an achievement. A little bit damaged, but it's not too bad. They do have a lack of light, because the amount of, well, sun on Mars is insufficient to grow plants. So that's another something that's working against them. But we'll see how far they get. It's not like they'll get stressed from the lack of light. It's within the limits of them becoming completely ill and stuff like that. It's just that they're very slowly growing. Alright, that's it. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Cod, for a bit of chatting. And yeah, I hope see you around next time. Bye bye.